Welcome to the Expect Success Podcast, a presentation of GeorgeBollock.com with your host, George Bollock. This podcast is for all things personal development. Don't expect success, prepare for it. Please welcome your host, George Bollock.
Welcome to Expect Success at GeorgeBollock.com. Now, in addition to listening to our podcast, you could also view the video format on YouTube at GeorgeTube.com. Harv Eker is an author, businessman, and motivational speaker known for his theories on wealth and motivation. He is the author of the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, published by HarperCollins. Most of us dream of achieving financial freedom, that moment when we don't have to work unless we choose to. Want to create passive income and become financially free? Listen to Harv Eker.
How much money do you really need in order for you to be financially free? What's that number exactly? I'm not talking about how much you need in net worth and in income. I'm talking about how much you need to be earning in, listen closely now, passive, what's the word? Passive income. And that means income without you working. In fact, the very definition of financial freedom is having enough passive income to live the lifestyle that you desire. And depending on that amount is going to determine the strategy or plan you're going to need to get there. Would $20,000 a month make a difference in your life if you weren't working and it kept coming in? Well, I think for a lot of you, it would. Again, our job is to help you expand your thinking so that ideas and opportunities like this, they become second nature to you. Good or good. Now, of course, one of the most popular forms of passive income is investing in, you've heard all over the place, positive cash flow rental properties. Again, this is an area with which tens of thousands of people around the world have created financial freedom. And it's an entire subject. But if you don't think that you have enough money to do this, guess what? You're incorrect on that one. And if you don't think there are any more positive cash flow opportunities available anymore, guess what? You're also incorrect on that one. And this is a perfect example of knowledge being power. If you learn what to do, you can find, and you put into practice, you can find amazing cash flow opportunities that need very little or none of your own money, okay? Now, again, for those of you who, again, you have some money saved somewhere or in some investments, there's another huge idea that I want to share with you. Let me ask you this question. What if I could show you how you can become financially free virtually overnight? Now, again, whether you're ready to do this right now or you're preparing in the future, I want you to listen closely because the method has a name. It's called repositioning. Repositioning. So what if instead of having your money sitting in some account earning like 1 or 2 or 3%, or where you're waiting for something to appreciate and it hasn't done that for quite a while, or it's appreciating minimally, you actually invested that money in a passive income business? Let's say you had, let's say $200,000 sitting in various liquid investments. And you had the opportunity to buy, let's say, some vending machines. And let's say vending machines might cost $5,000 each. Well, if you had $200,000, you could purchase 40 of these $5,000 vending machines. And let's say each one of these vending machines brings in a net profit of around $500 a month. Well, if you figured it out in a very short period in time, you could be earning $20,000 a month passively. So take away the $2,000 or $3,000 you'd have to pay someone to manage this thing for you, and you're left with, $17,000, $18,000 a month net. For a lot of people, earning $17,000 a month net is more than enough income to be free and never have to work again. And again, this is how you could become financially free virtually overnight just by repositioning the current funds you already have into a new passive income vehicle.
That's awesome. For more from T. Harv Eker, simply search YouTube and be sure to visit his website, harveyeker.com. His book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, is available at his website and or amazon.com. And remember, as the late great Jim Rohn used to say, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Today you've been hanging out with T. Harv Eker. Keep up the momentum. Subscribe to our newsletter so you never miss another episode. We'll catch you on the next show. And thanks a million for listening. See ya.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Expect Success Podcast with your host, George Bollig. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please rate, subscribe, and review. And find more great content online at georgebollig.com and on Facebook and Twitter at George Bollig. We'll catch you next time. And remember, don't just expect success, prepare for it.